The atmosphere at the conference is great. A lot of people have gathered here. We have 17 countries, 8 language groups. I don't always have the opportunity to follow the news about SOLARGROUP's success, so I try to come to the conference and get the full range of information for the year, as I am an investor. Firstly, I'm very proud of the team. The feedback is of course delightful. People all speak about the increase of the level. Organization-wise, it has improved dramatically as well. You see that the company is developing a lot. Many people know each other, they greet each other, they hug each other. You get the impression that you are in a big family. We have the end of the first investment project of Sovelmash. We are moving to the final stage of financing. At the same time, we started a new project, new generation airships. And here we are moving from the pre-launch stage to the first stage. And at this moment, it is very important that investors and partners learn more information about what we are doing. That is why we are holding this event. In 2025, we'll have transition to the final stage. Interest in the Sovelmash project grows every year, because we show in practice that we are capable of realizing the project. We have already realized it in metal, in iron, in concrete. We can already touch it, and I see the orders that Sovelmash is already receiving. Sovelmash LLC will be transformed in a joint stock company, Sovelmash. And at this time, just in the interim, it will be possible to enter the project, become an investor, and then receive Sovelmash shares before Sovelmash is valued by the market. I, for example, invested for the sake of the idea. Specifically, it is the development of production in Russia. We need to saturate the company with personnel, with specialists, create the appropriate services, so that we can move on right into commercial activities. Technical control department, expand production capacities as well. There are so many enthusiastic people gathered here, who with their energy contribute to the realization of projects. We have proven that with even a small amount of finance, coming together, we can do great things. I talked to technology developers and engineers. They are very competent people, exceptional professionals who know what they are doing. Our goal for next year is to launch data collection in all the remaining countries, so that by the time we start reorganizing the company, we already have the data of all the investors, so that we transfer those fair shares. The sooner we complete the data collection process, the sooner we'll be able to start the reorganization of the company and accordingly move on to the transfer of shares to our investors. I expect the Sovelmash project to be launched, for it to reach its self-realization, for me to get the fruits of my account in the near future. Airships are a very interesting project, very large scale, very promising. Personally, for me, it is romantic. I want this project to happen, so that airships will be everywhere around the world, so that I can fly them. I want to visit the Putarana plateau, it is in Siberia, and I want to see what it looks like from an airship. Aeronautics in general is addictive, especially for the young, and it doesn't let go until old age. There is a stereotype that the airship is something old, something outdated, but it is absolutely not so. You stand in one place, and every minute an airship flies past you. You don't see it, and I don't see it. I want to fix that, so that airships could be a segment of our transportation. It is a very necessary thing right now that we are going to develop. Here's this team that gathered everyone who really works with airships in Russia, those who were working with that in the past, those who sold them successfully to French colleagues, for example. Airships are an incredibly interesting topic that correlates with space. And everything that is happening in the technologies and in this direction, it certainly has a very big future and development, not only for our country but also for the world. I have seen a lot of developers in China. There is already a flying cab, there are already flying cars, but I do not think that in Russia we also have some developments. There are already some plans and projects in this direction, and it is of course amazing. When it was announced that there will be airships, I was of course very inspired. I immediately went to China. I immediately visited the company that plans to produce airships. I looked at what they have already done. They're ready to give any materials, any fabrics, any engines, anything. But in return, they ask for brains, they ask for physicists, they ask for mathematicians. That is what our country, thank God, is still rich in. The team is young, very dynamic. Issues are solved very quickly. That is, you say there is a problem, small or big, and literally tomorrow everything is solved. And the most important thing is that there are a lot of specialists here, and specialists of the highest level. I did not even expect that many of the questions that I had in my head, like how to solve this, how to solve that, it turns out that there are already people who are doing it. Next year, by the end of the year, we plan to have the first small airship, which will allow us to work out all our basic technologies. First and foremost, it is landing and unmanned flight technologies. And besides, and one of the most important tasks we have, is to unite the team of developers, manufacturers, to establish links between the co-executive enterprises and testers, among others. Everyone puts forward ideas. There are a lot of ideas. Ideas are very interesting. And there is screening, discussions, moderation of this process. And of course, the final word is still said by me. I have argued with everyone, I have listened to all the opinions, and then I promote my idea, what it should look like at the end. Transport cargo flows give birth to colossal volume of financial flows. And we can supplement this financial flows to a large extent with our own transportation. Even if it takes 0.01% of total freight flows, it will immediately generate at least $5 billion a year. A man was impressed with the project. He said, "I have already invested my own $10,000 and my structure has contributed another $60,000. Total," he says, "is $70,000. I learned about it and I flew here immediately, and I really want airships to appear in India." It's very encouraging, actually. SOLARGROUP projects take care of the safety of the environment. This is good for our future generations and for our planet. I and my partners in India have already made an investment of more than $60,000 in the next generation airships project. And we want SOLARGROUP to do its next project in India, bringing even more benefits. If you look at it from this perspective, that the sky is the ocean, then humanity can evolve from those sea creatures that walk on the bottom and move into volumes, start living in volume. And a helicopter, an airplane, it is all well and good, of course, but the airship allows you to hover and stay in the air, and it has its own prospects. I am generally satisfied. People are very positive. We have succeeded. In addition to the investment component of the start of the project, I'm actually directly inside the operational part. And I see how quickly the team has gathered, what incredible specialists have gathered. If we compare it to the start of Sovelmash, the startup is about 10 times more successful, if we talk about the amount of investment, and if we talk about the number of investors. Popularity, it allows us to bring in the right people into the project very quickly. We've got good support from investors in Brazil. They're happy to be able to take care of the environment and improve their personal finances at the same time. I invite you to continue contributing to the development of advanced technology and preserving the world around you. It's time to take action and change your life. If people are interested in technology, then the project interests them from the technical viewpoint. If they are interested in investment and profit, I believe that this project will be successful, and let's say it will actually make investors richer. So everyone is looking for their own thing. Somebody is looking for aesthetics, somebody is looking for technical content, for financial content. We welcome everyone. I'm very impressed with the innovation and creativity of this company, and I think it will have a positive impact on Africa. The change is necessary for our continent. We need to work together, cooperate and collaborate. This is the most important key to success. Solar Group, thank you. You can make a decision now, at the initial stage, when risks are the highest, but conditions are the best as well, or later, when the first airship and then the second airship will be launched. So risks will be lower, but profitability will be lower as well. I make a decision at the very beginning, when the idea is just emerging. I'm interested in it. I'm interested in developing the project, developing a partner network to bring this project to life. First of all, I wish investors patience, because our path is quite long and thorny. Now more than ever, we need to get together, concentrate our efforts, and enter a new future.